I didn't watch 1 second of the Pro Bowl games, and thank goodness I didn't, because from what I've heard, it sucked. Yeah, Shedeur Sanders, who threw more interceptions and touchdowns in the Pro Bowl, threw 2 picks as well. Can't say I told you so, but told you so. Told you that it was a bad idea to do that. What happened to the Pro Bowl that I was playing on Madden 08? You saw any of the Pro Bowl games from like the late 2000s to the early 2015s? Please let me know what that was like, and I hope it was great, because y'all had some great memories of it. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Grizzlies Football. The last episode before the Super Bowl. Yes, I'm not going to be doing any more episodes for the next 3 days, because then Monday will be the Super Bowl reactions. Obviously, I'm picking my Super Bowl matchup, picking who's going to be the winner of that game, and also going to be talking about some of the award winners that I showed in like a couple episodes ago. But anyways, if you are enjoyed the series so far, make sure you get this a bit that thumbs up, hit the red subscribe button if you haven't already, and also hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single one of my videos. Helps the channel a lot. This is the Grizz as always, and without further delay, let's get straight to it. Of course, I'm talking about the important stuff, comeback player of the year, rookies of the year, offensive defensive of the year, and MVP. Oh, I almost forgot coach of the year. Get these couple of awards out of the way. Bust of the year, Matthew Golden. Let's not overthink that. I was one of the fools that picked him in the fantasy football draft, and boy, was he not good. The only touchdown he got all season was in the playoffs. Enough about him. Anyways, the protector of the year, I'm actually going to go Garrett Bowles of the Broncos. He was somehow the best player from the best offensive line. Such a shame that the offense wasn't consistent enough to be able to, make it all the way. Late boom of the year, also known as steal of the year, pretty much the day 3 pick that surprised everybody. The best one for this season, there was only one rookie that made an all-pro team, a first-team all-pro team, and that was actually Shamiri DK. As a return specialist, making the first-team all-pro team as a rookie is actually pretty darn impressive. It doesn't happen often. But well done, Shamiri DK. But anyways, let's get straight to the important awards. First up, Coach of the Year, I'm going to go with Mike Vrabel. There are definitely handful contenders there, but Mike Vrabel turned a 3-win team into a 14-win team, and they went on to go all the way to the Super Bowl. Excuse me, I meant a 4-win team into a 14-win team. But still an impressive 1-year turnaround. Comeback player of the year, I think there's only one option here. I mean, Dak is a close second, but I gotta give it to Christian McCaffrey. One of the best running backs in the game somehow lasted the entire year. I don't know how that happened. Despite all the injuries, it was Christian McCaffrey that became an Iron Man, and he went on to be, like I said, one of the best backs in the game. Sure, he could run, he could catch, and he could also throw the ball. Would go Aiden Hutchinson here or Dak Prescott, but Christian McCaffrey, he takes the cake for this one. Offensive Rookie of the Year. I hate to break it to you. If Puka Nacua didn't win it a couple years ago, there's no way that Ted McMillan is winning it. I'm actually going to give it to Jackson Dart. I was actually going to go Tyler Shuck for his pretty impressive surge, but the fact that Jackson Dart is doing pretty well on the Giants of all teams, that's pretty good for him. Now he's going to be paired with John Harbaugh alongside returning Cam Scatterboo. That team should be fun next year. But Jackson Dart, man, I know he had that little inconsistency games. I mean, I think every quarterback has that kind of game. But his dual threat ability cannot go unnoticed. Oh, but they should have drafted Shedeur Sanders. Yeah, hell no. If Jackson Dart was playing in the AFC, he would make a Pro Bowl easily over Shedeur Sanders. For Defensive Rookie of the Year, as much as I want to get my boy James Pierce mentioned here, same day with the South Carolina guy on the Seahawks, Nick Warrior, who's in the Super Bowl, I'm actually going to give this to Browns linebacker Carson Schlesinger. There were a couple beasts on Cleveland's defense. Myles Garrett was the first one. The second one, it's Schlesinger. I mean, Denzel Ward is a beast as well, but come on, that's a big 3. Somehow it happened in the first year. I don't know too much about linebackers, but from what I've seen, Carson Schlesinger was a very impressive rookie. I know James Pierce had 10.5 sacks, but Schlesinger at the middle linebacker spot, Second round pick. He was a game changer. Moving on to the Offensive Player of the Year. I would go Bijan Robinson here if I wanted to. I really would. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Bijan is the Offensive Player of the Year. Yeah, that is exactly not who I picked. I actually picked Puka Nacua to win Offensive Player of the Year. Sorry about that. Here's your mention, Puka. Moving on to Defensive Player of the Year, I think there's literally one choice left for this one. I think we all know who that is. That is none other than Jonah Ellis. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, it's Myles Garrett. Broke the sack record of 23 sacks. Single-handedly wrecked offensive game plans. Let's not overthink that. Congratulations, Myles. You are getting yourself another DPOY. Pretty good job, brother. And now on to the MVP. I'm going to go Matthew Stafford. It's a 2-horse race, but I'm going Matthew Stafford from the LA Rams. Rams had a better strength of schedule than the Patriots, and Stafford did a lot more against that than Drake May did. I swear if MVP voting is as ludicrous and corrupt as the Hall of Fame voting, I am going to lose my shit. Let an MVP take his trophy home, man. Let Stafford take it home and let him make a speech out there. This was his best season ever. Give him the award. He was pretty much the reason for the Rams being one of those dominant offenses this season. That's all for awards. Let's go to the Super Bowl prediction. And here we go, man. Super Bowl 60, the final game of the 2025-26 NFL season. The 2-seeded AFC New England Patriots and the 1-seed of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. This matchup is gonna be fun. Rematch from Super Bowl 49 11 years ago, by the way. From Wilson versus Brady to Darnold versus May. Let me give you a little quick synopsis on every single one of these two teams' opponents. Starting off with the Patriots, they played the injured O-line on the Chargers. They played a very lackluster offense in Houston and also lackluster offense in Denver that was missing Bo Nix. Played two great defenses. Drake May played not great against them, but defense was championships, and the defense took advantage of the mediocrity of the offenses in the AFC. For Seattle, they played two opponents, both from the NFC West, the 49ers and the Rams. 49ers team without George Kittle and quite a bunch of other star players, but then they played the Rams. And probably one of the best games you'll ever see, and one of the best playoff games maybe of this decade. Yes, Seattle came out on top. That was the resume build and win in the playoff resume right there. Patriots still have something to prove, and Seattle, man, they got the pedigree, they got the defense, they got the complete team. As far as how I think this game will go, Seattle wins a thriller. I'm going to say 31-28. Patriots haven't faced something like this before. They have not faced a complete team that is, for the most part, healthy. As long as Rick Woolen doesn't become a jackass and start committing taunting penalties again, I think the Seattle Seahawks should be fine. And like I said before, this is the toughest test that the Patriots have had to face all playoffs. And maybe even all season, all year. But anyways, good luck to both of these teams. And man, I guess I'll see y'all in the Super Bowl reaction. That's all I got for today's episode of Grizzly Talks Football. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you get this up, hit that thumbs up, hit the red subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss a single one of my videos. This is the Grizzly signing off for now. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace, love, keep the Grizzly vibes with you at all times. Take care and see you in the Super Bowl reaction.